It really doesn't feel like there's anything left on my nose. What a pretty foundation this is. Can you believe it's happening again? Today we're talking about a reformulation from Makeup Forever, their HD Skin Undetectable Long-Wearing Foundation. Hello my beautiful friends and welcome to Kris Over 50. My channel is for mature women who want to look and feel their absolute best, who love makeup and don't want to waste money on stuff that doesn't work. This foundation comes in 40 shades and sells for $43 for 1 fluid ounce, which is 30 milliliters. They say liquid foundation that blurs and covers imperfections for 24 hours. Comfortable and easy to apply, this medium to full coverage foundation flexes with skin for no caking or settling into lines. HD Skin is vegan, non-comedogenic, waterproof, sweatproof, and comes in sustainable packaging. I am 53 years old. I have fine lines and wrinkles, a little bit of texture, and run normal to dry. I thought it was interesting that they had pre-packed samples at Sephora. That was kind of nice. Having said that, I think I'm only going to get 2 days out of this. It is runny, but it's thick, which is about what I would expect based on what they described that as being light to medium coverage. I'm using fingers for one side. They said that would make the sheerest coverage application. It feels really nice and silky going on. No real scent. For the second side, I'm using my BK Beauty foundation brush. It's applying very nicely with the brush. It blended in very well. This is the finger side, and this is the brush side, and it does look like the brush gave a little more coverage. This is a 4-hour check-in, and I thought I would do it here in my closet underneath the LED lighting so you could get an idea of what this foundation looks like under those conditions. It's wearing pretty well. After I patted out the creasing it was doing here, it hasn't gone back into that. And, you know, from a distance, it still looks really nice. I am not going to look in my 10X mirror. Nothing good will come from that. Just looking in my mirror here in my closet, I feel like it looks even better than when I put it on this morning. This is the 8-hour check-in. And as you can see on this close-up photo, it really doesn't feel like there's anything left on my nose. We're not even going to talk about my chin with the dry skin issue I've got going on there. I'm going to try to get that fixed tonight. I will say though, it hasn't really settled into fine lines and wrinkles like some other foundations have been doing lately. So I appreciate that. And again, you know, today was no primer. So I think I can get one more day out of this. We'll try it with primer. And I've got my fingers crossed on this one. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and show me some YouTube love down below. Today I'm using primer, and I'm using the Shiseido Washo on the center where I get a little shiny. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer to try to fill in some of the texture and the wrinkles on my marionette lines. I'm using a little bit more today to see if I can get a little more coverage than I got yesterday. And I'm using the BK Beauty foundation brush. It went on really nicely. Putting a little bit more on my cheeks to cover over that redness. And a little extra on my nose, which I'm going to use the Beauty Blender to really press in. And I think it's gone on quite nicely here. We have some crazy bright sunshine this morning, so this was my opportunity. Also, it is so cold. We were 23 degrees in Seattle this morning. Super, super cold for us. Earlier today, I was thinking to myself, what a pretty foundation this is. In fact, it reminded me a lot of the La Mer foundation. And then at 4 hours, I checked and I was really shiny. And since I was going to be on a Zoom call, I went ahead and powdered. And now here at 9 hours, even looking in a regular mirror, I can totally see it has settled into fine lines and wrinkles. It's completely broken up on my chin and on my cheeks. Now that may be because I was wearing a mask for a few hours today. However, it wasn't really super broken up at 4 hours. It just is now. So I don't know that I can blame that on the mask. I was so hopeful for this foundation. It felt so good going on the skin. And all these foundation makers keep making these claims about how it's going to move with skin and last 24 or 30 hours. I just can't recommend this foundation for anyone with mature skin. If you have any kind of textures, any wrinkles, this is not a foundation for you. If you liked this video, there is another video right up here that I think you'll enjoy. And on the end screen in just a moment, there will be my entire foundation playlist and also the link to a foundation I actually enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me and have a fantastic day.